Yo, everyone. Dr. Jace, attorney here with a surprise live reaction to a Devil May Cry anime. I did hear through the grapevine that there was some kind of Devil May Cry anime in the works. Wasn't aware like when it was coming to be or if it fell through the cracks or something, but I remember for a number of years there was a Devil May Cry anime that was supposedly in production. I know we have, well, here I am like jumping the gun a little bit. I know we had like an anime from like Studio Madhouse like years ago, but before we get into the nitty gritty, let's do a live reaction to Devil May Cry, this new anime. Let's see if it impresses us. It's only 44 seconds, so very short. So let's see what it has to offer. Let's turn this down right here. All right, Devil May Cry. Let's see it. From Capcom. Okay, all right. Studio. Oh, Studio Mer's in here. Okay, that's new. Created by Adi Shankar. Okay. We're gonna touch on him in a minute. Oh snap! Devil May Cry. Is that it? What? That's it? Oh my god, that was like less than 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. Oh my god. It's a teaser. I get it. What I was mentioning before was that there, of course, like I said, there was an anime from Studio Madhouse. I think it was Studio Madhouse that did Devil May Cry anime. I think it was like the mid to late 2000s that was done. And I think it got okay reception. It wasn't like bad or anything. I think most DMC fans were pretty big on it. So that was good. But once I think from what I recall, because I saw Adi Shankar, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I recognize that name. And now the memory is flowing back in. Adi Shankar is the one of the executive producers on the Castlevania Netflix series. And of course, as we all know, Castlevania, the anime is really, really, really good. But after the success of Castlevania, I want to say it was after maybe season 2 that we were greenlit for like other video game adaptations. And I think that's where Adi was saying things like, this is going to be part of like the bootleg universe. I don't remember exactly what his words were or how he coined it. I think it was called bootleg universe. But with that, he was also going to bring in Devil May Cry. But that was like years ago. We had not heard a peep from the Devil May Cry anime series whatsoever. We didn't even know if it was going to be the same studio as Castlevania, which, oh god, is it Powerhouse Animation that does Castlevania? I think it is. I just want to double check myself. I'm pretty sure it's Powerhouse. Isn't it Powerhouse? Yep, Powerhouse Animation Studio. So I guess there was an assumption that Powerhouse was going to also animate this as well, given the success of Castlevania. But no, Studio Mer. That's crazy. Avatar: The Last Airbender, folks. Legend of Korra, Voltron. I think, let me see what some of their other projects were. I know they've done other stuff besides those two. Let me see. Oh, wow, they did My Adventures with Superman. But they were just animation services. Yeah, so they weren't like the main studio on it, not that I can see. TV series, Studio Mer. Yeah, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. Actually, I think primarily with Legend of Korra, that's what they were known for. Let me see, who animated Avatar: The Last Airbender? I'm pretty sure it was Studio Mer. Let's see. Man, watch me get fact check real quick. I guess not. Yeah, let me see. Animators, JM Animation. Oh, okay. Got it. So the actual production company was Nickelodeon Animation Studio, if you want to get really technical, for Avatar: The Last Airbender. But after that, that's when Studio Mir became like the go-to place for a lot of these projects that look inspired by it. So yeah, they did Legend of Korra, My Adventures with Superman, and a slew of other shows. Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beast. I know that's a popular Netflix series as well. But either way, Studio Mir, I am excited about. They're a goated animation studio, and honestly, this does look a lot like Studio Mir, like the way Dante's animated, the way his face looks. Yeah. This is going to be interesting, man. I wonder exactly what they're going to adapt. So from what I recall, and you guys can comment down below what you guys think. From what I recall, I think the Madhouse Devil May Cry anime series, it wasn't adapting any game or stuff of that like. I think it actually was like its own original story that took place in between, I think 1 and 2, or it took place before 1. Something to that effect. It was its own original story meant to take place inside of part of the canon of Devil May Cry. But this one, I wonder if they're going to do kind of like what they did with Castlevania, just tell an anime version adaptation of the games for a viewing audience. That's going to be very interesting, because I would love to see anime versions of, like, Trish, Lady, Virgil. Everyone loves Virgil. This show can really pop. This show can really pop. I am super excited about this show. Again, they didn't really showcase that much, so you just gotta live with it. But I like it. I like it for what it is in terms of like the teaser itself. But yeah, wow, this is nice. I like this. I like this. As to what my exposure is, and it says coming soon, so we have no idea. Probably next year, earliest next year. But in terms of my experience with Devil May Cry, I'll be honest, like I have not even played the supposedly goated Devil May Cry 3. My experience with Devil May Cry, and it's gonna be so rocky, like just telling you guys this, but so my first Devil May Cry game was quite literally the DMC reboot. Was it Ninja Theory? Ninja Theory, the one that made the Americanized Devil May Cry, the one that everyone hated. I'll be honest, I kind of liked it. Again, it was my first DMC. I love the combat. I love the environmental manipulation. I love going into limbo and everything. Story was but combat was fun. I had fun. So that was my first Devil May Cry. And then after that, I played Devil May Cry 4. That was my next one. And from there, that's all I played up until Devil May Cry 5 came out. And when Devil May Cry 5 came out, that was my next game that I played, and I loved it. Devil May Cry 4, I was like, I mean, this is fine, but I like, it's not bad, but I prefer DMC. Don't come at me, man. Don't come at me. I preferred playing DMC the reboot over Devil May Cry 4. But when we get to Devil May Cry 5, that was where I'm like, oh, whoa, holy crap, this is insane. This is great. Easily, Devil May Cry 5, to me, so far, from what I've played, is at the top for my favorite Devil May Cry video game. Over DMC. But that was great. And then, okay, so it goes DMC, I played. Then I played Devil May Cry 4. Then Devil May Cry 5. Then from there, I bought the HD collection, which I'm looking at right now. I played DMC 1, and it was good. I mean, it's a game from like, what, 2002, 2003? It feels like it. I'll be honest, it feels like it, but it was still fun and interesting to see the early beginnings of Dante and all that stuff. And then I started playing Devil May Cry 2 in the hopes of, let's get through this, and then we could play Devil May Cry 3, which is supposedly the best in the series, according to the fandom. And I don't even know how far I got in Devil May Cry 2, but I still have not finished Devil May Cry 2. And because of that, I have not played Devil May Cry 3 to this day. So I need to finish Devil May Cry 2. It's been at this point like over a year, and easily over a year and some change since I played Devil May Cry 2. And maybe that's a testament to how bad that game is. But yeah, that's my exposure to Devil May Cry. I still am a fan of the lore, the mythos. I love Dante's goofiness and silliness. It looks like that's represented here very, very well. And again, you don't really get to see much. Again, just him smiling like a psychopath and then doing his backflip and, you know, saying wahoo like Mario. And that's it. And you see him shooting, you know, Ebony and Ivory, but you don't see what he's shooting at. So again, that's going to be interesting to see. Oh, and he's also right here. He's dodging some attacks from someone. So yeah, this is going to be really interesting. I really do wonder how they're going to adapt this. Is this going to be like Castlevania? Like, you know, we're adapting basically this, or loosely adapting this series, but we're kind of going to give our own spin to it. It's not going to be a one-to-one adaptation of like Devil May Cry 1. We'll probably incorporate elements like from 2, maybe 3 in there. I don't know. Like, again, basing it off of what's been done already with Castlevania. But I am super excited about this. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. What did you think about the trailer? When do you think it's going to come out? And what do you think it's going to adapt? Do you think it's going to adapt just the games? Is it going to tell its own story? I mean, I'm putting money on it's going to adapt the games, but it's going to do it loosely. It's going to borrow elements from all across the Devil May Cry franchise. And I think that's for the best in telling an adaptation like this. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And you know what? Sound off down below. What is your favorite Devil May Cry game? I'm sure we're going to have differing opinions considering I haven't played the GOAT, which is 3. But like my personal favorite, at least out of the ones that I've played, Devil May Cry 5 clears everything that I've played so far. But that's just me. At some point, I will get to DMC 3, but that's neither here nor there. Let me know what you think down below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and click the dumbbell most importantly so you stay up to date whenever we upload some new content. But with that, everyone, I'm Dr. Jason Turney. Court is adjourned. See you next time.